Did you know that simply petting a dog for just 5 minutes can lower your blood pressure more effectively than some medications? For seniors over 60, this isn't just a pleasant interaction, it could be life-changing. Meet Martha Johnson, 72, whose doctor was baffled when her stubborn hypertension suddenly normalized. The only change? A golden retriever puppy named Cooper had come into her life just 3 months earlier. Hypertension affects over 70% of Americans over 60, making it one of the most dangerous silent killers for seniors. Traditional treatments often come with side effects, compliance issues, and significant costs. But what if one of the most effective therapies isn't found in a pill bottle, but has 4 legs and a wagging tail? Today, we're exploring the scientifically proven ways that canine companionship specifically helps seniors maintain healthier blood pressure levels, and why doctors are increasingly prescribing pets to their older patients. Reason 1. Hormonal response. When seniors interact with dogs, their bodies release a cascade of beneficial chemicals. Studies from the University of Maryland Medical Center show that just 15 minutes of petting a dog increases oxytocin, often called the love hormone, by an average of 300%. This matters because oxytocin directly counteracts the effects of cortisol, the stress hormone most responsible for blood pressure spikes. For seniors, whose stress responses often become more pronounced with age, this biochemical balance is particularly valuable. Dr. Elizabeth Warren, a cardiologist at Mayo Clinic, explains, "We've observed that seniors with companion animals maintain oxytocin levels similar to people 15 years younger. This translates to measurably lower blood pressure readings, often by 5 to 10 points systolic, which is comparable to what we see with some prescription medications." Have you ever noticed how much calmer you feel after spending time with a friendly dog? That's this powerful hormonal response at work. Share in the comments what physical changes you notice in your body when you interact with animals. Reason number 2. Brain health connection. What happens in the brain when seniors bond with dogs helps explain the blood pressure benefits. A groundbreaking study from the University of Tokyo used functional MRI to observe neural activity in seniors interacting with dogs versus looking at photographs of dogs. Physical interaction with real dogs activated the anterior cingulate cortex and insula, brain regions directly involved in blood pressure regulation, at 5 times the level of just viewing images. Researchers noted that this neural activation pattern closely resembles the brain's response to specialized antihypertensive treatments. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka explains, "We discovered that a 10-minute interaction with a dog produces brain activity patterns remarkably similar to what we see after administering certain blood pressure medications, particularly in the areas that regulate autonomic nervous system function." This provides neurological evidence for what many seniors have experienced anecdotally. The calming effect of dogs goes beyond simple enjoyment. It works at the neural level. Here's a surprising fact. Did you know dog owners' brains look different on scans compared to non-dog owners? The areas related to stress management show increased activity and better connectivity. Reason number 3. Physical activity. The evidence is conclusive. Seniors who own dogs walk an average of 2,760 more steps daily than their non-dog owning counterparts. This moderate, consistent exercise is exactly what cardiologists prescribe for hypertension management. The Centers for Disease Control found that seniors who walk dogs experience an average systolic pressure reduction of 12 points over 6 months, without any other lifestyle changes. James Peterson, 68, started walking his adopted border collie mix 3 times daily after his retirement. "My doctor kept increasing my blood pressure medication until I got Daisy," he recalls. 6 months later, he was decreasing it. After a year, I was off 2 of the 3 medications entirely. But what about seniors with limited mobility? Studies show that even those who can't walk dogs extensively still benefit from the gentle movement involved in feeding, grooming, and playing with a dog from a seated position. The key is consistent, purposeful movement rather than intensity. Reason number 4. Laughter therapy. Regular laughter reduces blood pressure by increasing blood vessel dilation and decreasing stress hormones. Research from Loma Linda University found that laughter can reduce blood pressure by up to 5 millimeters of mercury. Dog owners laugh an average of 13 times more per day than non-dog owners, according to observational studies conducted at retirement communities across the U.S. This laughter effect remains significant even when controlling for other factors like pre-existing health conditions and social activity levels. Carol Winters, 74, puts it simply, "My terrier mix, Buster, does something ridiculous every single day that makes me laugh out loud. I never realized how rare that had become until he came along." The therapeutic effect of laughter on blood pressure is not transient. Regular exposure to humor appears to create lasting improvements in vascular function that persist beyond the immediate laughing period. Think about it. When was the last time something made you laugh out loud multiple times in a single day? For most dog owners, the answer is today. Reason number 5. Daily structure. After retirement, many seniors struggle with the sudden lack of structure, which researchers at Johns Hopkins have linked to increased blood pressure volatility. Dogs require consistent feeding, walking, and care times, creating natural routines. This restoration of daily purpose and schedule helps normalize the body's circadian rhythms, which directly impacts blood pressure regulation. A longitudinal study from the American Heart Association tracked 2,000 seniors for 5 years and found that those with pets requiring daily care maintain more stable blood pressure readings than those without such responsibilities. Dr. Michael Chin, a gerontologist at Stanford Medical Center, notes, "The biological benefits of having a reason to get up every morning cannot be overstated. We see more consistent blood pressure patterns in seniors with caregiving responsibilities, and dogs provide this without the stress that sometimes comes with human dependencies." For seniors living alone, in apartments, or with minimal outdoor space, smaller breeds can provide this structural benefit without requiring extensive walking or large living areas. The consistency, not the dog's size, creates the health advantage. We've covered 5 powerful ways dogs help seniors lower their blood pressure: hormonal responses, brain health improvements, increased physical activity, laughter therapy, and providing daily structure. But we're just getting started. The next benefits are equally impressive and backed by compelling research. Stay with us. Number 9 might surprise even longtime dog owners. If you're finding this information helpful, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and consider sharing it with a senior in your life who might benefit from canine companionship. Let's continue. Reason number 6. Social connection. Isolation increases hypertension risk by 30% in seniors. Dogs act as social catalysts, creating approximately 8 to 10 additional human interactions during each walk compared to walking alone. Rebecca Martinez, 75, who adopted a dachshund after her husband's passing, explains, "Before Peanut, I could go days without speaking to anyone. Now I chat with at least half a dozen people on our morning walk alone." A Finnish study published in the Journal of Hypertension documented that socially isolated seniors had average blood pressure readings 16 points higher than those with regular social connections. For dog owners, this gap narrowed to just 3 points, suggesting that the social facilitation provided by dogs nearly eliminated the isolation-related blood pressure increase. This benefit extends beyond neighborhood walks. Online communities, dog training classes, and pet-friendly social events provide opportunities for meaningful connection, particularly valuable for seniors who are recent widows/widowers or who've relocated away from established social networks. Reason number 7. Stress response. Dogs provide a unique form of stress management through their predictable, non-judgmental presence. This becomes increasingly important as seniors navigate health challenges, loss of peers, and other late-life stressors. Research from Washington State University measured seniors' blood pressure responses during stress-inducing cognitive tests. Those with dogs present showed 24% lower blood pressure spikes than those tested alone. The mechanism appears to be related to the dog's ability to interrupt negative thought patterns before they trigger the body's full stress response. This pattern interruption has been shown in EEG studies to prevent the initial neural activity that typically precedes blood pressure elevation. Thomas Wilson, 77, describes this effect with his terrier. When I start worrying about my health or finances, Max somehow senses it and brings me his toy. Can't stay in that negative spiral when he's there wagging his tail. Here's a challenge. Next time you feel stressed, time how long it takes for your frustration to fade when a dog is seeking your attention. Most people find it nearly impossible to maintain high stress when engaging with a dog. Reason number 8. Medication adherence. Medication compliance is a significant challenge with older populations. Approximately 40% of seniors miss regular doses of hypertension medication, compromising treatment effectiveness. Dog owners show 30% better medication adherence rates, according to research from Brigham and Women's Hospital. The theory? The routine of caring for an animal creates natural time markers for self-care, including medication. Additionally, the responsibility of caring for another living being appears to boost seniors' motivation to maintain their own health. As one study participant explained, "I need to stay healthy for Bella, she depends on me." Dr. Sarah Johnson, a geriatric pharmacist, adds, "We've started asking about pets during medication counseling sessions. If a patient has a dog, we specifically recommend tying medication times to pet care routines, which dramatically improves compliance. For seniors managing multiple medications or complex treatment schedules, this built-in reminder system becomes even more valuable than for those on simpler regimens." Reason number 9. Autonomic balance. The autonomic nervous system, divided into sympathetic, fight or flight, and parasympathetic, rest and digest, branches, directly regulates blood pressure. With aging, many people experience autonomic imbalance, with the sympathetic system becoming overactive. Research from the University of Tokyo demonstrates that dog interaction increases parasympathetic tone while simultaneously decreasing sympathetic activity, the ideal combination for blood pressure reduction. This autonomic rebalancing appears to be particularly pronounced in seniors. A study comparing the heart rate variability patterns, a key indicator of autonomic function, found that just 15 minutes of quiet dog interaction improved autonomic balance in seniors aged 65 plus by nearly 40%, compared to just 9% in younger adults. Dr. Jessica Williams, autonomic specialist at Vanderbilt, notes, "We've been searching for non-pharmacological ways to improve autonomic balance in seniors. Dog companionship may be one of the most effective methods we've found. Did you know your nervous system can't tell the difference between good stress and bad stress? This means even positive excitement can raise blood pressure, except when interacting with dogs, which somehow signals safe excitement to your brain." Reason number 10. Sleep quality. Hypertension and poor sleep quality create a dangerous cycle, each worsening the other. Over 60% of seniors report sleep disturbances, which contribute to elevated daytime blood pressure. Studies from the Sleep Medicine Institute demonstrate that seniors with dogs in their bedrooms, though not necessarily in their beds, experience 21% fewer nighttime awakenings and report feeling more secure, translating to longer deep sleep cycles. This improved sleep architecture directly impacts blood pressure regulation. Research published in Hypertension found that each additional hour of quality sleep correlates with a 4-point reduction in systolic pressure. Eleanor Stevens, 83, shares, "After my husband died, I couldn't sleep through the night until Rosie came along. Knowing she's there makes me feel safe enough to truly rest. My doctor says that's why my blood pressure is finally under control." For seniors in various living situations, from single-family homes to assisted living facilities, the security provided by a dog's alertness to unusual sounds or movements creates a powerful sense of safety that facilitates deeper sleep. Reason number 11. Touch therapy. The physical act of stroking a dog's fur triggers immediate physiological changes. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania measured real-time blood pressure during different activities and found that gentle, rhythmic petting produced the most rapid pressure decrease, often within just 30 seconds. This response appears stronger in seniors than younger adults, possibly because older individuals often experience what psychologists call touch deprivation, as spouses pass away and children move far from home. The effect is so pronounced that some progressive cardiac rehabilitation programs now include therapeutic petting sessions alongside traditional treatments. Dr. Robert Aronson, a cardiovascular researcher, explains, "The skin-to-fur contact creates a deeply primitive calming response. We can watch the blood pressure monitor numbers drop in real time when a patient begins petting a therapy dog. This benefit is especially significant for seniors who live alone and may go days or weeks without meaningful physical contact with others, a situation increasingly common as we age." Reason number 12. Nature connection. Exposure to nature significantly lowers blood pressure, with studies showing a 10% reduction in hypertension risk with just 30 minutes of green time daily. For many seniors, especially those with mobility issues or in urban settings, regular nature exposure becomes increasingly difficult. Dog owners, however, report spending an average of 47 minutes more in outdoor environments daily compared to non-dog owners. This increased nature exposure, whether in parks, nature reserves, or simply neighborhood green spaces, provides a significant protective effect against hypertension. The combination of natural settings and gentle exercise appears particularly potent for blood pressure management. Research from the University of East Anglia found that seniors who regularly walked dogs in natural settings showed greater blood pressure reductions than either those who walked without dogs or those who walked dogs in purely urban environments. Maria Gonzalez, 77, found this to be true. "Before I got Charlie, I hardly ever went to the park 3 blocks from my apartment. Now we're there twice daily, and my doctor says that time among the trees is as important as my medication." For seniors in different living situations, whether suburban, urban, or rural, dogs motivate to seek out and enjoy natural spaces that might otherwise go unexplored. Reason number 13. Purpose restoration. Dog ownership creates a potent antidote to a modern epidemic affecting seniors, a diminished sense of purpose. Longitudinal research from the University of Michigan followed 1,700 seniors for 7 years and found that those reporting a high sense of purpose maintained blood pressure readings averaging 8 points lower than those reporting low purpose, even when controlling for other factors. The daily care requirements of dogs create what psychologists call necessary interdependence, the feeling that another living being genuinely needs you. For seniors who have left careers or raised families, this restoration of being needed fulfills a fundamental psychological requirement. Dr. Emily Richardson, psychocardiologist at Northwestern University, explains, "Purpose anxiety, the feeling that one's actions no longer matter, creates a chronic stress state that directly elevates blood pressure. The caregiving relationship with dogs counteracts this specific type of stress in a way few other interventions can." William Burke, 81, describes this transformation. "After retirement, I felt useless for the first time in my life. Getting Rusty changed that completely. He needs me, so I have to take care of myself." We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you have a dog, how has caring for them give you a sense of purpose or routine? And if you don't yet have one, what's holding you back? Reason number 14. Inflammation reduction. Many seniors face significant chronic inflammation, a major contributor to hypertension and cardiovascular disease. Recent immunological research from Carnegie Mellon University demonstrated that seniors with dogs show lower levels of inflammatory markers, including C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, compared to non-dog owners. This effect persisted even when controlling for exercise, suggesting that the anti-inflammatory benefit extends beyond the physical activity dogs provide. One theory involves exposure to diverse environmental microbes brought into the home by dogs, which may help regulate immune function. Another center is on the established anti-inflammatory effects of consistent positive social interaction. Dr. Andrew Miller, an immunologist specializing in aging, explains, "We see a peculiar immunological signature in senior dog owners, lower inflammation markers but more robust immune responses to actual threats. This balanced immune profile correlates strongly with healthier blood pressure patterns." What's particularly fascinating? This benefit applies regardless of age or breed of dog, suggesting it's the relationship itself, not specific characteristics of the dog, that creates the anti-inflammatory effect. Reason number 15. Cognitive cardiovascular loop. High blood pressure can both cause and result from cognitive decline in seniors, creating a dangerous feedback loop. Breaking this cycle proves challenging with traditional interventions, but canine companionship offers a unique solution. Research from the NIH-funded Dog Aging Project found that seniors with dogs displayed 23% better executive function scores and significantly lower blood pressure than matched controls without dogs. The relationship between these improvements appeared bidirectional. Better cognitive function facilitated better blood pressure management, and vice versa. Dr. Daniel Patterson, a neurologist at UCSF's Memory and Aging Center, explains, "Dogs provide precisely the combination of cognitive stimulation, routine management, and emotional regulation that helps break the hypertension cognitive decline cycle we often see in aging patients." For seniors experiencing normal age-related memory changes or early mild cognitive impairment, this protective effect becomes even more valuable as a preventative strategy for both cardiovascular and brain health. The science behind it all. These effects aren't just anecdotal. A comprehensive meta-analysis of 39 studies published in Frontiers in Cardiovascular Medicine concluded that dog ownership was associated with 24% reduction in all-cause mortality, 31% reduction in cardiovascular death, average systolic blood pressure reduction of 3 to 8 millimeters of mercury, increased heart rate variability, a marker of cardiovascular health. These effects were most pronounced in individuals over 60, suggesting that seniors receive the greatest cardiovascular benefit from canine companionship. The evidence is compelling. For seniors looking to manage blood pressure naturally, dog ownership offers a multifaceted, scientifically validated approach that medications alone cannot provide. As Martha from our opening story puts it, "My doctor prescribed 3 different pills for my hypertension with limited success. Then Cooper came into my life, and within months, I was down to just 1 medication at half the original dose. The best prescription I ever filled was at the animal shelter." Before making any changes to your medical regimen, always consult your physician. But perhaps at your next appointment, alongside discussions of diet and exercise, it might be worth asking if a canine prescription could be right for you. After all, it might be the only treatment where the side effects include unconditional love and endless entertainment. If you found this information helpful, please share this video with a senior family member who might benefit from canine companionship. Your share could help save a life, both the seniors and a shelter dogs. And if you already share your life with a canine blood pressure specialist, tell us their name and how they've improved your health in the comments below.